And finally, the second-hand clothing market is gaining traction in the South African market, dominated by the digital retail industry. Global technology company Realm Digital has found that the once niche segment is now a competitor against local e-commerce traders. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo has the details.
Well, for a little bit more on how the second-hand clothing market is driving the digital market, I am now joined by Mahong Divakwane, who is the owner and founder of Singles Thrift. Thank you so much for talking to us. Tell us a little bit about your business. What got you thinking about starting a thrifting business?
So it started out of necessity. I was a broke student, couldn't afford to buy clothes. And so I one time stumbled upon a shop that sold some very cheap clothes, secondhand, thrifted. And I remember one time going in there and I haven't stopped going back since.
Yeah, and I see you've got really stylish stuff behind here. You now chose to start your business digital and not have a physical store. What was the strategy behind that?
So for this kind of business, the margin is quite low unless you're not in the thrift business anymore and you're now selling at very high margins, in which case I think you're not thrifting. So to keep it low, you have to lower your overhead. So you can't rental, things like that for a physical store is quite expensive. And having rent would just bring up your expenses. And so it would bring up your prices. And then you're moving away from the core of what thrift is. So you try and keep everything low.
Absolutely. And just, talking about some of those expenses, ensuring that you keep your costs low, what are some of the challenges, but also opportunities? This report's highlighting that the second-hand market, clearly consumers are going onto your sites looking for those deals. For other maybe entrepreneurs who are looking into going into thrifting, what should they be aware of when it comes to sort of the challenges of that business, but also where the opportunities do lie?
So I think one of the biggest challenges is like the same thing that any online retail business has is people can't feel the physical item. And so the challenge is they can't see how beautiful the items actually are. You can do your best to try and showcase how it looks, but usually when people touch the items and wear it themselves, and they're always like, it's so much better than in the pictures. And you try and do your best, but that's a big challenge, getting it to look exactly the way that it looks in person. One of the opportunities I say is it's a huge industry. It's going to just keep growing. I think apart from the sustainable industry growing, people are also more money savvy now. And if you don't need to spend more, why do it? Save your stuff for things that you need.
Absolutely. And still get beautiful pieces at an affordable price, especially for us that are mommies now and have to stretch our funds. Thank you so much, Muhan, for talking to us. Of course, Divakwane there is the founder and owner of Singles Thrift, just giving us an idea of what it takes to run such a business and why she chose to go digital first to get her business growing. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.